At first glance, Richard Kong looks like a typical college student, but he's anything but typical. Kong is opening a door into a world more and more people want to be part of.
Probably either expand it or I'll probably maybe add a couple novels down here.
It all started 2 years ago when he stumbled upon a Chinese website featuring fantasy novels. They're the same ones he read as a kid when he was in China.
I found a passion in reading these fantasy novels when I was about 8 years old.
So he thought, why not share this passion with non-Chinese by translating them into English and offering them online for free. It's a genre that's different than, say, Western-style fantasy novels like Harry Potter.
The struggles of the main characters are something that I guess something everybody can relate to and basically see themselves within these main characters.
He sees the Chinese version, often depicted on film, as more focused on individualism, with characters making sacrifices for the greater good.
Something was rapidly approaching the young man. The young man opened his eyes and jumped up while his foot instinctively clicked to his thigh.
But translating the essence of these stories into English is a whole nother story. The original books in Mandarin can be long. For example, translating a book with 1,000 chapters can take 2 years.
I don't think that it's a tedious task at all.
But for Kong and his team of translators, the work has great rewards.
There's obviously a lot of culture that we don't understand about the Chinese, and the Chinese don't understand about us. And hopefully with our translations we can get I guess talks started and basically increase understandings between the two cultures.
Stefan Lowe has seen that firsthand. He began reading the translated novels last year and was immediately hooked.
Part of the greatest excitement in the day is just waiting for these chapters to come out. I just spent all of my class time reading instead of focusing on the teacher. It's probably not a good idea.
His non-Chinese friends quickly took notice.
They asked us about it, and then I explained to them, and then we've gone to these great conversations about American culture versus Chinese culture.
For Wang Zizeng, his childhood wonder for these novels has rekindled in his adult years.
I would usually hide under my quilt reading novels using phones. I was really little. I was really afraid that my parents would know I was reading novels, staying up really late.
That excitement is spreading. Kong says the site Gravity Tales gets 2.5 million daily page views from readers all over the world, 1/3 from the U.S. He hopes to expand into ebooks and hardcover and get more financial support from China.
This is a fresh new take on a lot of fantasy elements that people just never thought of or could have imagined.
Not bad for a college student, turning fantasy into a new reality. Frances Coe, CGTN, Washington.